Hey guys, Justin here with another pickups video, and I do want to apologize for not having a video uploaded last week. There's a couple different reasons for that, the main one being the fact that I hadn't found enough stuff to make a video out of, so I decided to hold off, but I've got finals this week at school and everything too, so I got a lot of that crap going on, but I do think I have enough for a good video now, and I'm actually going to start out with some eBay purchases. I've gotten a few things on eBay recently that I definitely felt were video worthy, and the first one here is a complete in-box copy of Mario Party 3 for the N64. I already do have it in a box protector here. This is one of the ones I've been looking for a while now, complete in box anyway, because I do have Mario Party 1 and 2 complete in box already. I really wanted to get the whole trilogy. And this is also one of those games that has just exploded in value recently. Not necessarily the cartridge itself, but for a complete in box copy, I've seen them go upwards of $60 or $70. For a really nice condition copy. Anyway, this one here isn't perfect by any means. It does have one crease on the bottom of the box. I'm not sure if you guys can see that or not, but other than that, it's in pretty good shape. I mean, the front looks good, the back looks good, and I got an awesome deal on this. Funny enough, though, I think Dave and I were actually bidding on the same exact auction without knowing it, but I ended up winning this for like $42 and some change. It was plus another, $4 shipping or something, but under $50 total for this. I thought was a really, really good deal, and I'm very happy to finally complete that trilogy and cross that one off the list. But moving on to a couple of games I got while looking through the newly listed Buy It Nows on eBay. That's not something I do all the time, but it's something it's something mindless enough where I can be sitting in class taking notes, still be paying attention and be looking for games at the same time on eBay. So this one here popped up for a Buy It Now of $6.95, I believe, plus a couple dollars shipping. It was under $10 total. I quickly looked up some completed listings and saw that sure enough it was going for quite a bit more than that. So I hopped right on it. It's a DS game actually, Avalon Code or Avalon Code. I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce it, but this looks like a pretty legit game to me, and it definitely looks like an RPG. I think it might be more of like a puzzle RPG though, which would definitely be pretty unique. So I'll have to try this one out and see. But again, under $10 for that. I think complete copies are usually going for about anywhere from $20 to $40 is what I've seen on eBay. So awesome price on that. This next one here is actually a GameCube game, which popped up for a Buy It Now of $3.99, I believe, plus another couple dollars shipping. But it was just a stock picture. There was no description. It was listed in good condition, so I half expected just to get the disc only, which I would have gladly paid $3.99 for disc only for this game. But it's Digimon Rumble Arena 2. And again, I had no idea what I was going to get, but I was happy to see when I got it. That did have the original case. Unfortunately, it is missing the manual, but the disc is actually in pretty good shape. And for $3.99, plus a couple dollars shipping, that's a steal for this game right now. I'm not exactly sure why, but Digimon games have gotten very, very pricey. Not just on the GameCube, but generally on all systems. I've never been a huge Digimon guy myself, but this was definitely one that I'm very happy to add into the collection. I'll be looking out for a manual for this one. Not sure how easy that's going to be to find, but I'm sure I'll track one down eventually. But onto some of the thrift store stuff here. This first one pickup here actually comes from our local St. Vincent de Paul. I had mentioned in our last video when I got those Game Boys that the St. Vinny's had a couple of PlayStation 1 systems, just system only. They had those sitting out. One of them was marked at $10 and the other one was marked at $5. I opted to pass on both of them, but a couple days later I went back and saw that they had paired a controller and both adapters with the $4.95 system. So I went ahead and picked it up then. So nothing special, I mean just a complete PS1 system there for $5, and I kind of just wanted it to have one on reserve. I've had a couple people message me recently looking for PS1 systems, and the only ones I had were either broken or in awful condition. So now I've got one on reserve, so if anyone's looking for a complete PS1 system, let me know. We'll work something out. This next pickup here actually comes from the St. Vincent de Paul as well. A couple days later, I'd gone in there. They had put out a couple PS2 games, a couple original Xbox games, and mostly sports stuff. But they did have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for $2.50, I believe. And generally the Harry Potter games for any system aren't really worth a whole lot. But for some reason, Sorcerer's Stone seems to go for more than the other ones. I'm not exactly sure why that is, and it's not as big of a case on the PS2. I think this is like a $10 or $15 game. But for the original Xbox, I know Sorcerer's Stone goes for quite a bit more. I'm not exactly sure why. It might have been like a limited release or something. But yeah, this one's complete. Really nice condition on that. So $2.50. That was a pretty good price on that. Just a quick pickup here. Ryan and I had gone up to the Goodwill sometime last week, and we found a silver GameCube controller, or Platinum. $2.99 on that, so sweet price on that. It appears to be in good working condition. And these next two pickups here actually come from GameStop. Don't have a whole lot of GameStop pickups in our videos usually, but I had a few minutes to kill the other day, so I stopped in at the GameStop. Ended up picking up another copy of Metroid Other M for the Wii. And you guys saw I picked this game up on the way down to the Midwest Gaming Classic because GameStop is selling this game right now for $3.99. And I'm not exactly sure why, but at least in my opinion, $3.99 for any Metroid game is a good deal. This is definitely a different kind of Metroid game. I believe it's supposed to take place right after Super Metroid, but the beginning of this game is really cool. It's got a bunch of like epic cutscenes with like the Mother Brain fight from Super Metroid, and a bunch of cutscenes with like Samus talking and stuff. So I'm enjoying it so far. I will admit the controls are a little bit wonky. Ryan and I were playing it the other night and kind of discovered that the controls probably could have been done a little bit better, but still for $3.99, I felt it was a good pickup. I do have an extra copy now. And if you guys see this at your local GameStop for $3.99, definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth it. And this other game I got from GameStop here is actually a PSP game that I picked up basically just for Ryan. I don't have a PSP myself, but I saw this sitting there for $5, and I could basically tell you just by looking at the cover art that it was probably worth more than $5. So I looked it up on my phone, and sure enough, saw that it was going for, you know, 20, 30 bucks complete. It's The Legend of Heroes 2: The Prophecy of the Moonlight Witch for the PSP. This one did come complete and in very nice shape. Again, for $5, I knew Ryan would have been happy with that, so I went ahead and picked that one up for him. But the real score of this video came from the Goodwill a few days later. Ryan and I had went up there later in the day, actually, and saw that they had put out a decent-looking stack of PS1 games and one Sega Genesis game that we did end up picking up. So I'll show that one first. It's Sylvester and Tweety, and this is just one of those Genesis games that you don't see every day. It's not an overly valuable game by any means, but it is pretty uncommon. And this one here isn't in the greatest shape, unfortunately. It does have the hang tab and everything on the case, and it's got like a chew mark on the top of it or something. But the cover art is a little bit beat up towards the bottom, and it is missing the manual, which is kind of unfortunate. But cartridge is in good shape. And again, this is just not one of those Genesis games that you see every day, so we went ahead and picked that one up. But the real score was definitely the PS1 games. Well, not so much this first one. The only reason I picked this one up is because I was getting the other ones too. But it's The Land Before Time Big Water Adventure, complete black label. They also had a copy of Metal Gear Solid. It is greatest hits, but it did come complete with both the discs in there. But these last three were definitely the winners of the bunch. We got Digimon World, complete black label, Digimon World 3, complete black label, and Digimon Rumble Arena. And you guys saw on the way down to Minneapolis, I believe, Dave and I picked this up at a St. Vincent de Paul thrift store. That one was greatest hits, unfortunately, but this one is black label, so I was very happy to see this one. And again, the Digimon games have just gotten very, very pricey. Rumble Arena I think is actually a little bit cheaper, but I think these are like $30 or $40 games. Unfortunately, these ones aren't in the greatest condition. I can always replace the case and everything, but the discs do have quite a bit of scratching on them. It's nothing that should keep them from playing or anything like that. I don't know how well I can show you guys or not, but it does have the black underside on the discs. Generally mean that they can take more of a beating and still play. So I'm crossing my fingers on that one. Most likely I'll end up getting them resurfaced and putting them into my collection, but definitely a sweet find on those. So it took those PS1 games and the Genesis game up to the register. I had another one of those gift cards too. $20 gift card that I paid $10 for. The lady only ended up charging us 99 cents for this, which was awesome. And then usually the PlayStation games are $4 at our Goodwill, but she only charged us $2.99 a piece for them. So the total was still under 20 bucks. So I basically got this stack of games here for 10 bucks, which obviously a great deal there. And I believe that's all I have to show for this video. Again, I do apologize for not having a video up last week, but it did finally warm up here. Absolutely beautiful day out yesterday and today, so I'm hoping that means the garage sales are going to start pretty quick. There actually was a few garage sales this past weekend, but it was nothing that looked overly promising, so I didn't go. But I'm hoping next weekend they start to trickle in, and eventually within the next couple weeks they're on full-blown garage sale season. So we'll see about that. Hopefully we can get some more regular videos up for you guys again. But I want to thank you guys for sticking around and checking out this video, and until next time, Take care.